Hello friends, welcome. I'm going to share a flip through of my Inspire Bible. This Bible has actually started me on my journey of Bible journaling. I am Kat Woods. I host a Facebook group called Sisters Creative Journey Through the Word. I will have the link inside the description below this video. A few, I guess I will actually try to talk and explain my history on who I am as I go through the Bible, so you're just not looking at a cover. On this cover, I had used watercolors. I tried to use the watercolors. I didn't like how this was turning out, so I went to Crayola color pencils and the Crayola markers. I didn't own a set of Prismacolors, so this is just strictly Crayola colors. And the same with this. This is covering up personal information. I have to finish this one. And this is a prayer that I had. I try to add it in front of like all of my Bibles. So I come here, I pray, and then I get into the Word. I could share this for those of you who would like to maybe add it into your Bible. But I have never heard of Bible journaling until I walked into Walmart one day and seen this Bible. This is actually my word of the year for 2017. I had applied this to my life every single day for that for 2017, and I have to say that I really did help inspire a lot of people to not only get into the word but encourage them to stay in it. Again, Crayola color pencils, but so I obviously cannot flip through and talk at the same time. So a quick, I was struggling a lot with reading the Bible. I was raised up in a Christian home, and it was always the King James Version. And I could not understand that Bible, as I'm sure most of you can relate to that. It's a beautiful, like, the old wording is amazing. It's beautiful. I just could never understand it. So that alone drew me away from the Bible. And yeah, I mean, so I ended up stopping in at Walmart, and I seen this Bible. Again, never heard of Bible journaling. When I pulled this out of its sleeve and seen how you can actually be creative, and this is the NLT, so it's a New Living Translation. It is so easy to read. So for those of you who are looking for a good Bible to start with, maybe you want to get your kids involved, you're interested in, actually you're in a spot like I was. You can't really understand what you're reading from the King James Bible, get the NLT. Start with a easier translation. There are many, many out there just to get you started. And then obviously once you get the hang of reading the Bible, getting into the Word, then you can go back into the King James Version. I have many, many translations, and I love them all. This, I had actually drew this over the words and used oil pastels in the Crayola color pencils along with this. These journaling Bibles, they have the pre-printed pictures actually in it, so the only thing you really have to do is color. So you're not coming into a blank canvas like here and trying to, stress out about what to do. This already has it done for you. That's why I highly recommend the Inspire Bibles. And I believe they came out with the journaling Bibles because not everyone likes to be creative. I mean, we were raised up, do not deface the Bible, and a lot of people believe that. So they actually created a Bible that is just for strictly being creative. You don't study out of this Bible. This doesn't have, the references. It doesn't have any study notes. This is just for your creative side. That's the purpose of a journaling Bible. So you can add your journaling notes, little doodles. So this Bible really inspired me to get into the Bible again. This is acrylic paint. I don't gesso any of my pages. I don't like the way it makes my paper feel. No bleed through on the back. It has like a sandpaper feel, and I do not like that. So for those of you who don't know what Bible journaling is, there's so many videos on YouTube here to where it is an amazing, just something amazing to get into, and it's such a wonderful hobby. Like I said, highly recommend it. And you can be as simple as you want, or you can go as creative, or get as creative as you like. I'm so used to being rushed on Facebook, I can only do 5-minute videos. This is Crayola color pencils, and I was inspired from Pinterest, so I added these little doodles here. And the same with this. Even though it's over the words, it's still light enough to where I'm able to read, my Bible. Not everyone's comfortable with doing that, and I completely understand. But again, this is not my study Bible. I have other Bibles. I have plenty. One that I read for in my actual bedroom because it's a little bit darker light in there. And then one I use for study. This I was first introduced to, like, the inductive study, and I was playing around here. So it was just something, I really enjoyed that. And there are a lot of keys on that you can find on Pinterest if you're ever interested into doing an inductive study. So a lot of these beginning pages, I only used what I had. Don't go out and buy expensive, journaling supplies. Just use what you have on hand. There is nothing wrong in that. And as you grow, you start learning more, you pick up what your style is. And then this is where the Prismacolors come into play. And this is Tim Holtz journaling distressing crowns. So they look like this. And you just literally use it like a crown. You can find these at Michael's. This is a sticker, washi tape. So you can see I'm starting to adventure more into adding different things into my Bible. And that's really all this is. This is a journey. You're journaling through the Word, and you're discovering who you are as a Christian. These are stamps. So I'm really trying to talk serious and then still give you some information about what I'm doing here. So these are stamps, and then I colored with Prismacolor coloring pencils. And the same with here. This did not come in the Bible, it was just blank, and I added stickers and stamps. But you really find out what your style is, and then you grow stronger as a Christian because you obtain the Word. I'm a very, very, very visual person, so even if I read something, I would a lot of the time just write what I read in my journal. So this, I fell in love with it. Everything about Bible journaling. I also have faith planners, war binders. So if you're looking for a Facebook group, please do come on over. We're a family over there. I don't have any members. I don't see my sisters as members. We are a family. These are 3D butterflies. I apologize, I have not been able to see them or find them actually. I've seen duplicates like this at Michael's, so sometimes they have them, but now everything's gonna be falling out. So don't worry or stressed out or think you can't add this kind of stuff to your Bibles, because they just lay down when the Bible is closed. You can add magazine clippings. This is this is a magazine. I've had old books that fell apart and added that in. Highlight favorite verses. And whenever I start any Bible, I've noticed I start in Psalms. So like jump into Psalms. I can better relate to Psalms, I think. It's just a beautiful book. He has a little Bible there. Super cute. And again, this is acrylic paint. Playing around with some lettering. This is a comic book that I had seen, and I love this little cat, so I drew it in my Bible. So there's no restrictions when it comes to this. There's never any mistakes. This is a dedication I made to my mom on her birthday. I found this again from Pinterest. A lot of inspiring pictures on Pinterest. Just do not get overwhelmed. Do not look at somebody's page and say, try to copy it exactly, because it's never going to turn out just like somebody else's. You can use inspiration from them, but don't beat yourself up because it may not turn out the same. You can't make mistakes. God doesn't make mistakes, and He did not make mistakes when He made you. So there's always a way to fix your mistake. Just have fun. Just go dive in and have fun. That's what Bible journaling is about. Spending time in the Word. Put some music on. I'm glad I didn't I'm going to place a photo here of myself. So this is the noble wife. But I'm glad I did not do that. I was going to do that. You can add tip-ins. This is just vellum. I drew and then colored on it. Another Pinterest inspired. I just added a doily, as you've seen, to both sides. Just glued it right here in the middle. And these are flowers. I do not add any kind of Mod Podge, nothing to seal them in. They've been in here for, I don't know, maybe a year, going on 2 years. And you can tell they're really, really delicate. You just dry them out, press them in between phone books for 3-4 months until make sure all the moisture is out of them before you place them in the Bible. And I just held them with washi tape. My Tim Holtz Distress Crowns, and I do believe my Prismacolor color pencils. Okay, I will be doing a video sharing how to draw this waterfall and color it. I have a couple of videos in my group already sharing that. So if you'd like to see it, please let me know in the comments and I will do it. Any ideas for future videos, please let me know. I do not like this page, so we will have that too. We will get pages that we don't like, but it's a learning process. You have to find your style. We may like what we see that everyone else is doing, but we have to find our own style. There's a lot of wonderful sisters that do amazing work with watercolors. I just will never be able to do that. I can't say I will never be able to do it, but this is a stencil with the color pencils. I don't ever use ink. Prismacolor pencils. And the same thing, stamps. This is the guiding journaling book. A lot of Bible journalers know what this book is, and it gives you the doodles, and they add this vellum pieces in the back of it. Okay, I'm getting towards the end of my Bible. So again, thank you for joining, and I hope you'll have a great day.